thank you so much for being here. It's really awesome so many people are coming out to listen to poetry on a Wednesday. So thank you very much. It means a lot to me. I'm just going to read several poems here. Formal Mineral. And let me know if my voice, is it loud enough for the back people? Louder? Is that good? All right, it's going to feel weird. All right. Formal Mineral. My elbows go glint, indicating I'm ready for your wave, like bash, like bang, like bruises across my filled reverie. Bring me your smoked eyes, your pinched tent, blooming up from the gravel campsite, bad luck digging in. Shorn. Sky drown, loop horn, your shape of sevens. What will not, the grow down, band in the wear. Last spring the froth, or an arrangement. What vista, what floor, fall through the hang. Chiseled atmosphere. Vinyl sawed in this loom. It's Tuesday all week in the bleak Berlin sun. What wields? Installation, inspiration, so post-classic in the turned flap of your crave. This is killing me. I space the words around your jaw spun out. Shy. Gas station lit blue with party. My mood chronicle among the night sparrows. I walk this block as a naturalist, taken by dreadful pastel stars. The night's outermost house nods open in northern wind, and I amble, footing the planks, turned over buckets of paint, the good Lord gone. Oh, our leathered history, the banks of it. Charged meadow askance with wilts, with kill, you who made the brutal natural. I gripped the slack yard bewilderment at the bush curb. In those years, how I needed the ditch overrun and moving. Villa de la Luna. Polar camplight beams back the surrounding tube of winter. As I close your mouth with my mouth, coy joyfulness I learned in preschool, prehistoric now in this mob. We were talking about the moon's experiential function, the motive texture. Where are you? Erstwhile, I fled through the broad dark at home in the leaned glass. This one's called Doom Glow. Welcome to the birthday party of my civic feelings. Like flash in the pan of your headlamp. Like a guy named Todd on an island being televised, saying, look, I may have a girlfriend back home. Origin of matter. Dark mark all over me this fall. November's soft-hued industry. The lid of low clouds close. The backyard flora is flung far and goals downward, repository roping forth. It's over danger. It's thrill over. I'm still waiting for the good years. Some double down ecology of grape tea and high. He was in low spirits and I didn't hold it against him. My heart's a crater, awash with hassle. I'm at capacity. I have your feelings in my jeans and in my music as your mind crawls into lousy corners, tab of go away. We advanced in bar culture and then steady homes. I'm just back here for tonight. If it was over, you wouldn't have to say so. A villa heroic. Waller Creek's overfull with, and some of you guys might have seen that exhibit on Waller Creek, the neon inner tubes, so this is kind of about that. A villa heroic. Waller Creek's overfull with neon in the tender Gnostic hallway. Please, please, don't, California amuse hiding your establishment hulk in my heart. The vine, a muscle around my leg, and a bell in the legs of 3,000 years ago. I'm kind of sad that child's gone. Because it was a really nice backdrop. It made me feel a little bit more epic. Let's see here. Badlands. Tell me again about the torched canyon walls, the soil in the valley at the ridge. Tell me if the land is banished like you, your trousers, the stoned meat in your skull. All evening listening and you aren't talking. I hear only the knelt-down cavern floor arrested in your light. Cobb, this errant hollow stalk of me. Cherry recession. I roast the headlong woods as we formalize poetics moving in the fire. What used to be storied is done, its ash pressure folding. Under offal, under yield, I throw trees. I apply deadlines to old lovers. Get back to me when, let me know when, give it back when. Is the plank breaking? Seems so cool to be in your life. Will I break continuously? Suffer the long wax leaf. In the epic escrow of my skull, the knock and stomping panic. Ruby sky above the upscale corner Christmas tree, jelly far off in the bandwidth. Trouble. How lair, how bereft. The law is sinister. The guilt of a sunrise. Sloan harbors Saturday feelings for the maker in the shade. Meanwhile, the chubby buildings outside my work boom and grow weird. Let's see. It's really hard to tell how long I've been up here. I think I'm aiming. Yeah, will you just let me know or something?
It's been about 8 minutes.
Okay. Floral Youth. And that's sort of a title that was inspired by Urban Outfitters because I feel like everything they do is about floral youth. It's just like the 90s, but for like 14-year-olds. During my 5 good years. It sounds funny now.
That's awesome.
During my 5 good years, the men were lunatics, crashing forward against mountains and pool tables. New York praxis of my life on loop. Spectre. I learned the tenor of your voice so I can close the door before you're here. I don't have tender thoughts about the masses, so I avoid music festivals, but not beer or my long-term friendships, flocked with sorrow. My life is like laying out a blanket and gathering park air. I want my life to work, but instead I sort of ambled toward dead deer tased with moonlight. Tonight is another heartbreaking, hawkish night. Botany. It was always June. The cat dove into the garden and landed against an overturned weed bucket. Glimpses of beige, or its idea. The drug is the thing. Rope at the stop. This is for you. This is for you. This is for you. There was that weekend I tried to tell everyone about Damien Eccles. Everyone was too stoned. A sweet, tall girl poured fuchsia wine. It halted in my gums. A reproach. I repeated, Damien Eccles did nothing wrong, but it seems grotesque. Enraged in my transubstantiation. A few months ago you texted me, is your gentleness keeping your vulnerability company? For days in my phone your text throbbed. We used to sleep in the same bed, mess around. The time we sat with Jack and you touched my lower back. The time Kate was upset. Curling around the cul-de-sac, I want your crayon heart. My depression is not a feeling. It gets in the way of feeling. Like a neural lemon. Come on, travel up my wall and soak my trouble. I really don't know how that one got in there. We all went through it together. I'll just read a couple more here. Vespertine forever. I have secrets and dark beer. Something so flower rock about you. When we smoke pot in the living room with your girlfriend, I freak inside. Head creep, moving walls. I'm grown, but inside. This language like an outlaw yelling whole highways. I'm like, how bad do you want this? You're like, badly. That's the trouble with you. Your admonishments are agreements. High desert. Phenomena pheromones. Balmed herbalist arranges the Southwest apothecary. Period of synthesis. Style and thought as one. Cosmic avenue in yonder. At parties, you get pulled into the yard by drunken Neverland. Distilled mineral. Inland approximation. And I'll just end with a couple here. Cool. Sonic inauguration. I was like, form the fog bank. My juice paint, lung, ice lake. I doubt speculation is subversive. Shut up, too healthy. The hard shape of hands. And this one's called No Fear. Open sores in the curtains. Warn the others. Dead of night, long for us. Bartering headlong at burnt mahogany. I'm awake for this. The line of prom sinking in rubber jewels. Thank you.